Semen retention might not be the right answer for you, and it's totally okay. Semen retention is like the advanced way of doing nofap. Like nofap is great. You quit porn, and that's amazing. That's what I recommend for all men to give up porn. But semen retention is not ejaculating for a period of time. Now, there's a way to go about it, which is amazing, where you don't ejaculate all the time, that you are not addicted to ejaculation. But not being addicted to your ejaculation does not mean that you should never ejaculate, because that's where it becomes a problem. And that's where I see nofap. You get addicted. You link your nofap streak, your semen retention streak to your self worth. So now you have ejaculated. There's something wrong with you. Now you have sex with a woman. There's something wrong if you ejaculate. Well, there's nothing wrong. Now, I'm a Buddhist. I've been raised as a Buddhist, so I have nothing wrong against desexualizing your mind and semen retention and taking a vow of celibacy. All I'm saying is, as a layman, it will not be so easy to do so. And it's not necessary unless you truly want to be a monk or an ascetic, and that's amazing. More power to you. But if you want to live a life as a layman, you can ejaculate every now. Even Mentak Chia, who's a sexologist from Chiang Mai, Thailand, who is quite popular on YouTube. He said that as we grow older, men have to ejaculate less. He did not say we should not ejaculate at all. Like, for example, I'm like 37, so I should probably, from what I read, ejaculate optimally for every 2-3 weeks. That's amazing when you think about it. You don't need to give up ejaculation altogether. You just need not to be so addicted to your ejaculation. Now, don't get me wrong. It's nice to quote unquote test yourself and see how long you can go without ejaculation. And I'm not even saying that it's bad not to ejaculate, because some people think that it's bad for you if you don't ejaculate. I disagree, because I've seen many monks and they look very, very healthy. So it's not a problem. Even those Hindu monks, they practice brahmacharya, which is pretty much semen retention. They don't have sex. And you might be called to be on a long streak of semen retention. All I'm saying in this video is that if you don't feel like you could do it, it's okay. You don't need to be ashamed. What this channel is about is giving up on and desexualizing your mind. But if you ejaculate every now and then, it's not a problem. It's healthy sexuality. To be honest, I do so every now and then, not as often, because I want to desexualize my mind. But it does not mean that I'm forsaking ejaculation for the rest of my life, that I need to go on a 1-year streak. Now, if you take a vow of celibacy, that's amazing. Try it out. But if you cannot do so, it's okay. I remember I was talking to this man who was older than me. He was a gay man who became my friend. I mean, I'm not gay, I'm heterosexual, but he was a gay man who was 30 years older than me, and he became my good friend. He died. May he rest in peace. But I remember at one point I was living in Shanghai, and we were living in China. I moved to Thailand, and he moved from China as well to Chiang Mai, where I was living with his boyfriend. And I remember when we were living in Shanghai, I think it was close to Christmas, I was telling him, I want to take a vow of celibacy. And he looked at me and told me it's great, but he also told me it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be so easy as I thought it would be. And God, he was right. It was so much harder than I thought it would be. So it's okay to practice things like meditation and giving up porn and mindfulness and lowering your gaze and all this stuff I advocate on this channel. But you don't need to force yourself to be on a semen retention because everybody's telling you that it's amazing. Yes, it's amazing, but it does not mean that you need to do so. First of all, a lot of people who are doing those semen retention trick of 90 days, a year, you don't know if they are telling you the truth. Obviously, a lot of them are telling you the truth, or they're hiding, are telling you they are practicing semen retention, but they are not telling you that they are jerking off every now and then, because it's completely normal. So test yourself, but do not be so strict on yourself. Do not feel ashamed for being a normal human being. And even if you are to seek enlightenment, to become a monk, and you relapse, it's okay. My thing in this channel is to understand people, to tolerate people, and not make them feel ashamed for being human beings. Of course, we want to not be addicted to porn. Of course, we don't want to be addicted to our ejaculation. But it does not mean that we should go to the opposite extreme. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm looking forward to hear your thoughts on that. Thank you so much. I'm Sebastian, and I'm your addiction recovery coach. I'm here to help those of you who want to give up porn and desexualize their mind. Links are in the description box below.